haven't done one of these in a hot minute. I'm trying to think what I need. Get some lip balm. We'll get some foundation. This is gonna be a lot. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Maybe I won't even do that much foundation. I have all these products in front of me. I have a little bag of Sephora things I picked up yesterday. I'm trying to decide what kind of look we're gonna do today. We got iced coffee. Just hits differently on a Saturday morning. All right. Let's do a little bit of primer first. I'm just jumping straight in. Good morning. I'm going to take a little bit of my Hourglass Veil Primer. Holy Grail, the only primer I will ever use. I've already done my skincare. It's so simple. I have my Tower 28 SOS serum and moisturizer. Best shit ever. Going in with, and sunscreen, obviously my go-to sunscreen. I'm just going in with primer really quick. Today's going to be a chill hangout, get ready with me. I just got home from a big trip. We went to Ireland and Scotland, and it was so much fun. South Africa, cool, you're in South Africa, wow. Yeah, we are, let's see, it's 1:00 p.m. today. I just finished clearing my desk, reorganizing my whole studio space, which felt so good after being gone the last couple of weeks. We went to Ireland and Scotland and put on an event for kids that have alopecia, and it was amazing. Learned so much, met so many rad kiddos that just loved getting creative. It was really, really fun. So that happened, and we just got home from that 4 days ago. I feel like I'm still adjusting to the jet lag, but it's all good. It's easier coming this way than it was in Ireland. Okay, so I'm just working some of this primer into my skin. My skin's doing pretty well for all the travel, honestly. I have like a couple little blemishes, but not bad at all. Okay. We're going in and doing a really chill base routine, and then I'm gonna pop off in a little bit and finish my eyes for TikTok and shorts, because I've been loving doing the short form content, honestly, lately. It's been my favorite. All right, we're new primed. I'm gonna pop on a little bit of lip balm. This is just a Fenty lip mask. So good. My phone is buzzing off. All right, good morning to everyone in the little chat. No, I don't have cancer. Thank you for clarifying. The OG babes who know, I'm perfectly healthy. I have alopecia, so all my hair fell out when I was 15. That's all I'm going to say. I'm totally healthy. Moving on. I'm going to pop in with a little bit of concealer. I'm just using this one. This is the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. I'm going to use this because it's super, super full coverage. So any little spots that I have, I like to just kind of let that sit, build up a little coverage. Honestly, though, my skin is hanging in there. It's doing really well right now, which is rare for, after traveling so much. Okay, I'm going to pop a little concealer in my little under eye area, and I'm just going to let that chill for a sec. I'm going to take my beauty sponge. I do freckles on my skin every single morning, and I use this to kind of like pounce them in and distribute them, so that's why there's dots everywhere. But it's clean. I wash my beauty sponge every single morning. Okay, now we can tap that out, and the coverage of this freaking concealer is unreal. This is one of those OG products that came out years ago, such a long time ago, but I used this on my wedding day. It was so good. So good. Like, I just don't know any other concealer that has this much coverage. It'll cover everything. Absolutely everything. Okay. I'm just tapping this into my skin. And because I used that primer earlier, this is the Hourglass Veil Primer, not the Vanish one. The Veil Primer. waterproofs your makeup underneath. So I find that it just really, really helps with kind of letting the sponge, because the sponge is damp with water. So it kind of just helps the rest of the makeup kind of blend in, and the water doesn't soak. It helps the product not just get soaked up into the sponge. So I love this primer. Okay, concealer's on. I'm just tapping this in. Just so you know, I have a lot to do today, so I'm not going to be super active in the chat. Chat amongst yourselves. We're doing makeup. Okay, tapping this under my under eye, pressing it into kind of the sides of my nose, and then I like to just look up a little bit so that this is nice and smooth and bright. Brightness is usually what I'm going for underneath the eyes. Especially for today, I'm actually meeting up with a bunch of my friends who also have alopecia later today. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to this like rodeo themed bar. Maybe, actually a lot of them are creators. So maybe you've heard of Christy Valdesari, my girl. Chloe Bean. We have Emmy Combs, Alex. Her friend Alex is coming too. It's a really, really great group. So we're all getting together later tonight and we're going out. We're dancing on the town. It's going to be a blast. So I'm getting ready, not necessarily for that, but to film first, and then I'll redo my makeup after that. Okay, Haus Labs foundation, forever, best ever. I'm going to do one little pump. This is all you need. You do not need a ton of foundation. I feel like that's one thing that so many people go in with a ton of product, and it's like, you're wasting product. You don't need that much. Unless you want it, then you do you, boo. But for me, I like to use the smallest amount of product that I possibly can. This is my favorite brush ever. This is the Makeup Forever wavy brush. It's so freaking good. So this is how I apply this. I just pick up a tiny bit of that foundation on my hand, work it into the brush, and then I just kind of swipe it down the face to get it on, and then I'll tap it to blend it out. And this is just such a seamless, quick way to apply foundation. And it just looks really, really natural. It's gonna melt into your skin rather than looking like it sits on top. So, voila. Easy peasy. It's so fast. I love using a sponge afterwards to kind of blend it in more if it needs, but this is the fastest way to apply foundation. So if I'm in a rush, which I usually freaking am, this is the move. I just love this brush. It's big. It picks up a ton of product, but distributes it in an airbrushed way. So good. Nobody talks about this brush. I love it. So I'm going to pull that down the sides of my face, under my chin. Also, because I bring my foundation up onto my head, this is the best. It's a huge brush. Like if you had a tiny little foundation brush, this would take me forever because I'm covering my whole freaking head, right? So that is where we're at. I've only used about half of that foundation so far, so it's a really, really light layer. It's gonna look natural. Where do you buy it? You can buy this foundation at Sephora. That's where I buy it. So there we go. I'm just bringing it down the chin and the neck. I have a little neck tattoo, so I'm avoiding that so it doesn't get hidden. And maybe I'll use a tiny bit more. I thought I could do one pump, but we have a big old head to cover. So I'm gonna do like just half a pump. I don't need that much. I'm just getting iced coffee today. So good. So freaking good. I'm a oat milk vanilla latte kind of girl. And it's hitting this morning. I needed that. I needed that so bad. All right, I'm just taking this up the side of my head now. Same technique for the rest of the face. I kind of like swipe it on and then I'll tap it out to blend. So it's kind of a mixture of those two motions. But this foundation is gorge. Miss Lady Gaga knew what she was doing. So freaking good. I'm in the shade, what shade am I? 210. 210 light, medium, neutral. That's my shade. So I'm just pulling this up onto my head. I like foundation on my head. Some people don't do it, but I like to bring it up all the way onto my head because it just kind of makes a more even skin tone all around. And I find that it just it lasts a little bit longer throughout the day if I have a little bit of coverage up there. So I'm not doing a lot. You can still see like my patches where hair grows. Sometimes it grows, sometimes it falls out. Such is life. So I'm taking this on my ear just to kind of mix everything in together. But that foundation, so good. Still underrated. Like, people know it's good, but it's just still underrated. So good. Okay, I think that's it for foundation. I like that you can still see my skin. It's not like so full coverage that it's too intense. After that, I've been loving this product. This is from In Beauty Project. Have you guys heard of this brand? In Beauty Project is a brand I used to do some work with back in the day, but they just launched a bronzing product that's really, really gorgeous. This is called the Face Glaze Bronze. Face Glaze Bronze. So it's like a bronzing product, which I used to use back in the day all over on clients that needed like just a really natural look, and they wanted it to look very just glowy and natural. I haven't used it in a long time, like a product like this in a long time, but I've actually been liking this lately. I just picked up another one. So I'm taking this on my Freck brush. This is a really nice, big kind of duo fiber Freck brush for their cheek slime product, but I'm not using it for that. I'm actually using it for this bronzing product. So I'm just going to take this and tap this on the high points of my face just to give a little extra. See how like natural that looks? It's just going to make me look like I've been out in the sun a bit. Super, super natural. I just like that. I like how soft it is. Okay. Hi, everyone that's joining. I haven't seen all of you guys in a long time. I haven't gone live like this in forever because we were traveling, like I said. So it was just a little challenging between all the travels to go live, but I miss these. I love sitting down and just hanging out. So I'm going to be doing these a lot more, definitely on the weekends. Okay, so super, super soft. It's just like a light, I don't know, light and glowy bronze, but I'm here for it. I've been loving it. I think I'm going to take a little bit on the top of my head to just create a little bit more dimension. This isn't like contouring, but it's like bronzing, just bronzing a bit, but I feel like it just adds a little bit more luminosity. All right, that's all I need for that. Let's contour. Today, what do I want to do today? Maybe I'll use I'm going to use my Milk stick. Milk Cosmetics. So good. This is in the shade Stoked. It's like the perfect contour color in my opinion. Kind of got like a neutral undertone. Here's the shade compared to that bronzing tone. You can see the bronzing tone is a little bit more warm. This one is like true contour shade. Two ways to do it. You can go in like this on with the stick, or in my opinion, this is a little bit better way to apply it. You can take it on the brush. This is what I would recommend. Take it on the brush and tap that into the area that you want to contour. So you get way less product, but you're going to get a way smoother finish. So I'm just kind of tapping this under my cheekbone, and you can blend it up. See how soft and natural that looks, but still gives me like chiseled cheeks. We love a good chisel. So this is contoured, this is not. So good. So this is from Milk Makeup in the shade Stoked. Same thing over here. I'm just gonna work that in and keep it really soft and natural. I'm gonna take a little bit under the chin just to kind of give a bit more definition. Yeah, contour creates shadows, exactly, yes. So we want to keep this looking like a natural shadow under the chin, as if the sun was hitting me just right. We're giving that illusion that we have more angles and structure to our face. Whereas a bronzer is gonna bring, it's still gonna bring luminosity and light to the face as if you've been a little sunburnt, as if you've gotten some sun, even when you haven't, which we love. We do not want too much sun on our skin. It's tough for aging. Okay, so same thing here. I'm going to just put this in the area where my brow bone meets my nose. I love contouring right here. and the sides of our nose, just a little bit. I'm gonna keep this more subtle because I'm gonna switch products now because I'm a crazy person and I like to use a different product for my nose. I really, really love the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I'm gonna do this right on the sides of my nose. This is pretty much all I'm using this contour wand for, is like just on my nose. I just like the color more, something about it. I'm gonna take a square fluffy brush. This is the perfect shape to get into those angles, right? And I'm going to just lightly tap and pull this up so that I have a little bit more of a button nose, a little bit more structure on the nose. Love. There's just something that Stoked shade can't do. This is like my favorite contour product for the nose. Cool. Almost done contouring. You can take your sponge. I haven't even used this yet. You can take the sponge now and press that product in so it looks a little bit more blended out. If it's looking harsh at all, like I brought it a little too far up here, I'm just gonna take my sponge, tap it out, and then I'm gonna switch sides and blend everything in together so it's melted together. Trust the process with me here too. This is a process, you guys know. Okay, let's do a little cream blushy. I love a good cream blush moment. I'm gonna switch brushes here. So many brushes in front of me. Which one do we choose? I don't know. I picked up these new products. I'm just gonna go through them with you guys. Ready? First one is the Patrick Star Setting Spray. I got a little mini one. Love this. Really long lasting. I picked up this Huda Beauty lip pencil. This is in the shade Muted Pink. So freaking good. This is like your lips but better, at least my lips but better. I picked up a blush from Haus Labs, Miss Lady Gaga's brand. Look at this cool color. It's almost like a bronzing color, but this is going to be a little bit more terracotta-y. Just love shades like that. It's kind of orangey, kind of warm. Here's a little swatch for you. See how buildable and light it is? So I feel like this is just gonna look really gorgeous, like built up over top of a cream or liquid blush. Ooh, I got this Milk Makeup Lip Odyssey lip oil gloss. Look at this freaking color. How stunning. I'm obsessed. It's like a green blue shift. So cool. Look at that color. So gorge. I'm obsessed. I'm keeping that on. So I picked that up. I also picked up this Anastasia Beverly Hills, which whatever happened to that brand? Like I don't hear much about Anastasia anymore. But they did release these new lip velvets, and they're pretty dang cool. So this is Pure Hollywood lip velvet. This is going to be a waterproof, like long-lasting, velvety lip product. So you can kind of see here, this is the shade. This with a lip liner, like it's just like velvety soft, and I think they're transfer resistant, like it's going to last a long time. So excited for this. And then of course I picked up another moisturizer because I'm obsessed. I literally have 3 in front of me, like can't get enough. Okay, those are all the new products. I'm gonna move these to the side and we're gonna keep going with the makeup because I got things to do today. All right. Okay, so for blush, what do we want to do? I think I'm going to take this Rare Beauty. This is Virtue. This is a really, really pretty one. Such a cool kind of terracotta color. I'm just going to do 2 quick little swipes like that. And I'm going to go in with I want a bigger brush. Yeah, I want this one. This is, I think, just a Sonia Kashuk blush brush. And I'm just going to take this and tap and blend that out, like so freaking fast, fastest application ever. And I'm just tapping this into the cheek. Boom, we're pretty much done. It is like the fastest blush ever. But I love this color because it's kind of that like peachy apricot undertone, which I love. That's my favorite. A lot of people love that like light baby pink blush. I will never be that girl. I like bold colors for like my clothes and stuff, but for blush, I'm always going to be like an apricot orangey girl. That's just me, like a sunset vibe, you know? Okay, I'm going to tap whatever's left onto my nose and chin just to kind of keep some cohesion. I always do that. That's it. That's my liquid blush. Now we can go in and set. Let's set the face. I'm going to take a little bit of powder, just this Huda Beauty pink powder. This is the Cherry Blossom Cake, best powder ever. I keep trying other powders and I don't know why. Like I always come back to this one, so no point in trying to switch. But I picked up a new powder brush when I was over in Ireland. I'm going to do a whole video on products that I got when I was in Ireland. But Be Perfect Cosmetics is a brand over there. And I picked up this brush because it reminded me of my Charlotte Tilbury Powder and Sculpt brush. And I was like, this is gorgeous. And it was like $12. So I'm going to use this for powder. I'm just picking up a little bit of that powder. And then I like to pack it into the brush. So I'll just tap it around until it's like fully packed in. And then I can just go underneath the eye, set underneath the eye, and we have an airbrushed under eye. Gorge. Same thing over here. I feel like that is just so smooth and pretty. And the shape, it's like got a little bit of an angle to it, so it really fits in that under eye area. I just have been loving this. Same thing, center of my face. I like to do around my nose. This is that T-zone everyone talks about, like this. So I like to do the cheeks. I have some big pores, so I'd like to do my cheeks. I like to do the sides of my cheek right under where we contoured and just kind of set all that product in place. There's not powder here. I'm just kind of like tapping in and tapping off powder as I need it, as I need a little more product. That lip oil is like feeling so good on my lips right now. All right, that's it for powder. Nothing crazy. I'm feeling good about the base. Someone is ringing my doorbell. Wade is in the shower. This will be interesting. I'm just taking a little bit of highlight. This is my Star Surfer from Kaleidos Makeup highlight, and I'm just tapping that right on my nose. So pretty. It's got like a really pink shift. It looks chunky, but like once it's on, it's got that kind of like gold pinky shift. So I'll just do a little bit. Oh my gosh. Guys, hang tight. I'm gonna join in a minute. I have to go get, someone is literally at the door. I'll be right back.